others. Right here on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. And my good friend and my brother now, he is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Raffi is here. Good evening, Raffi. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much. What a brilliant introduction. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, and thank you again for being here. Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. So excited about what you're doing. And of course, I just want to dive right in tonight, Rob. I want you to do me a favor. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. You know, uh, uh, who is Rafi? Tell us about it.
Well, Raffi right now is lives in Covina, California, in Los Angeles County. I grew up in Pasadena, California, born and raised. I was there for about 20 something odd years, and then we moved out here. A lot of things happened, but thank God we put through as a family, and now we're here, and thriving under God's will. So right now, I am a special education teacher. I've been doing this for 7 years. I've been working in the school districts in LA Unified. I worked in Pasadena Unified as well. And right now I work at a charter school. I work from home. That's my office back there. I do Zoom on a daily with my students. I do their IEPs, individual education programs, and I teach as well. I'm a reading interventionist right now. And I take students that have a lot of need in reading. They need 120 minutes or more in academic reading per week. So I take those children and I help them out. Yeah.
Wow, I am so excited. And number one, first and foremost, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for, taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me on this evening. God bless you for that. And of course, I thank you also for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. That's a wow moment to me, and I am grateful for you for doing that. And of course, you know that we have some outstanding information that we would love to share with our audience on tonight. And of course, it is all about your brand new release, your publication. And I want you to, dive in. Tell us about your latest release, if you don't mind sharing.
Well, okay, so that first of all, let's get that cover out of the way. That's AI generated. I tried to get it as close to me as possible, and that's what I can do with my. And I graduated from UC Irvine over there, and with my bachelor's degree, and I love that jacket. I've always wear it. And then I did my master's degree at National University. But yeah, that showcases UC Irvine over there. Shout out. They're a very good university. And that's what I do there on the cover. So you see children reading. I'm a reading teacher, and that's what it looks like on the Zoom meetings over there. But there are less students, around two students, the max with what I work with nowadays, and it started out with six. So now it's more intensive reading, right? So that's the cover. That's what it shows. It shows what I do on the daily basis.
Mm.
Now so the book does cover special education and also what goes on behind the doors in the school in general as well.
Mm.
So all audiences who are parents or who are thinking about sending their kids to school, which school to send them to, this will help them out. Also, parents thinking about special education and what might happen there, this will help them out as well.
Mm.
Parents also going through difficulty or any kind of uh, difficulty managing their child while they're going to special education is going to help them out too. So
Yeah.
it's encompassing all of them. It's going to ultimately help parents save thousands of dollars if and then some on lawyers or any attorney expenses. I promise you, you learn these guides. This guide is just your step into getting to know your teacher, getting to know your school, and making sure that as a parent that you are empowered. So that's
Yeah.
what this book's about. Yeah.
Now, is this actually the first time you've released a book, or is this a follow up to something that you have previously released before?
No, this is my first time releasing a book. I actually felt like I had the expertise and enough time in the field enough to actually write about it, and that it would be worthwhile for readers. So that's why I wrote it. It's a passion project. It started in the summer. I started writing it, and I'm off on the summer, so I use that time to begin writing, and I'll go to the
Yeah.
cafe and just type and type and type.
Yeah.
Um, and I loved doing it. I loved every bit of writing it. And by the time I got to my 24th page, which was my favorite basketball player of all time, right? Kobe Bryant,
Uh-huh.
got the 24 pages. Got to
Wow.
24 pages, and I was able to do my goal of getting all that content in that 24 pages.
Wow. Now, as Rafi, as you look over the journey and the challenges that you faced along the way with writing this book, when you look at where you started from the beginning and where you are right now, what's next in your mind? What's next for you as an author?
Right, as an author, I've actually started on the ideas of a book about of a kid who has hearing impairment, or he can't communicate very well, and so he finds a different way to communicate with the world. So it's going to be a hero story, and that's going to come out soon. It's going to be
Mm.
mostly for that's for it's going to be a children's book. Yeah.
Well, I definitely want you to keep me posted on that because, of course, we're going to want to share that information with our viewers and listeners around the world, and we're just excited to have you. And and as I look at things and as I think them through and see what you're doing, I mean, is this something that you would like to consider growing even more and probably possibly making it a worldwide or a nationwide venture for other children to be involved?
Yes, of course. This is something that I think everybody should take a hold of and get to know because it's very positive and it just helps the mind grow. So that's my my that's what I feel like it's my the plan for me to be on this world, like for the God-given plan. So everybody I believe has a purpose,
Yeah,
and I believe
yeah.
this is my purpose.
Amen.
So yeah, that would be great. The more people get to know about special education, these kids, and how to support them, the more these kids get to flourish in our world.
Now, do you consider this particular publication like a resource for parents that are interested in dealing with special education children and things of that nature?
Yeah, definitely, it's a resource, and it's in the way it is brought forth it's a conversational piece. So I can let me give an example over here. So I go over here. So I'm talking about so so let's just start from a random spot over here. We go 33% way in the book. So it goes randomly. In fact, if you just focus on teaching your children academics and do not enforce the virtues of love, kindness, and goodwill, I guarantee you, your child will not flourish in the same way. How come? You may ask me and say, Rafi, I taught them math, reading, writing, and piano diligently. Why would you say that my children would be better off if I hadn't? My answer: stress. Yes, stress.
Mm.
Stress is one of the most widely misunderstood topics in the world. People think stress is bad. Not true. In fact, a little bit of stress is what gets 99% of humans up in the morning. The other 1% is feeling unhealthy, exorbitant, really high amounts of stress that not only occurs once, but is consistent or chronic in nature. Expose your children to stress on a regular basis without showing them love and without rewarding them, and you will notice a decline in their abilities to process and learn new information. However, if you expose them to small amounts of stress, such as new information for them to learn, and then you support their learning with rewards. Good job, high five, or tangibles such as a new toy, and give them plenty of breaks. You can watch how quickly they develop and meet the goals that have been set before them. You will be astonished.
Wow.
So that's yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. And you know what? It makes sense. I mean, it seems as if some of the information that you will be sharing throughout this publication is so so very important for our parents and those individuals that are teaching children via special education. Now, I know there's going to be some individuals that want to read more into it and maybe even reach out and show their love, their care, concern, and support. What's the process? I mean, if someone wanted to purchase your book today, where can it be found? How can they do that?
Right, so I got it published at Barnes and Noble, and it's online. It's an ebook right now. So just all you go do is go to Barnes and Noble, search up Raffi, Raffi, Avakian, Avakian. There's no other author in my name. Uh, that's the book that shows up. It's Parents' Practical Guide to Special Education. You could also type that in. Parents' Practical Guide to Special Education. No, no funny spelling there. It's written the way it should be written. I'm a teacher. I wouldn't do that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's against my nature or habits. So yeah, it's written as yeah as is. Yeah, like that.
And let's just say they may, in fact, Rafi, want to reach out to you and maybe on a
Yeah.
more individual basis and maybe discuss some details about what you're doing or what they, in fact, would like to do. How can you be reached? How can they connect with you?
Right. So I've actually been involved in some Facebook groups that's going in supporting parents who have concerns about their child with special needs and writing to them and helping them out, giving them advice. So I do that. I do reach out. I have a Facebook page and a group for parents called Elevated Reading Renaissance. Now it's part of also I have an independent tutoring business as well for reading specifically, and so it's part of that. However, I do use that platform to support parents every single morning
Yeah.
before when I'm going and getting my coffee at IHOP or something like that.
Ah, ah,
I'm going in who needs help, and then I'm giving them support. So yeah, that's what they could do. They could get on the page Elevated Reading Renaissance. It's a Facebook page, and there's
okay.
also the an associated group. In there, I'm supporting parents every day. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to encourage others, viewers and listeners around the world, of course. If you don't know now, you know, Rafi is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you got to do is simply stop by our platform, click on Now, I'm going to have to get the official book cover, but as of now, I do have what I'm showing you right now on our television screen in our featured authors area. Click on that, and you will definitely be guided to a location where you can find out more intimate information and details about Rafi, the author, as well as the publication and the information involved. And of course, Rafi, I want you to do a follow up with me and keep me posted and informed on what you have coming up and some of the things that you're going to be available for, so we can try and get some of our viewers and listeners to just be a part of it and participate and learn more. So I mean, I just want you to know you can always count on me. You can get in contact with me. Give me a phone call. Let me know how we can assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I want you to know when you do that, the answer is always yes, and I'll never ever, you'll never have to ask me twice to do so to help you and assist you anything I can do along the way, okay?
Yeah, I would love to. Definitely, I'd love to continue on this relationship. Thank you so much. It's been a godsend and a blessing in my
Hey,
life
you
too.
know, and to God be the glory, because I reached out to you and you responded. And again, I thank you for just being here with me on today. We're going to have a follow up in a few weeks, and just to see how things are going. And I also thank you for accepting the invitation to be a part of our GMAP family. I want you to have a fantabulous rest of your evening. I'll keep you posted on where we can go from here. But until then, you continue to be blessed and be a blessing. Continue to
Yeah.
disseminate this information out to as many people as possible. And I'm going to help you out and do the same thing. And I'm going to do everything in
Thank you.
my power to help you out. Okay. You have a wonderful night. I thank you so much. And I'll be in touch with you soon. Okay.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
All right. Raffi is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. God bless you. And again, this is the number one station in the nation at GMAP1.com. All you got to do is stop by. And of course, all the information and details is there for you. Coming up next after 8 p.m. tonight, Central Standard Time, we have Friday Night Jams and our Holy Hip Hop Music Ministries on the way. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy. GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. See you.